Hi, I'm Jordan from Kettner Creative. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up and connect an audio mixer to your Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. This is useful for unlocking a ton of features that aren't typically included with your Focusrite Scarlett. It allows you to plug in anywhere from 1 to 48 inputs depending on the size of your audio mixer, and you get other things like compression, EQ, or whatever other bells and whistles are included in your audio mixer. Now you can use those with your Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. One downside to this setup here is that you cannot multi-track with that many inputs. Whatever happens on your audio mixer is essentially locked in because you're just taking the stereo left and right output out of the audio mixer and putting that through your Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 and sending that to your computer for live streaming or recording or something like that. Now, if your audio mixer does have a built-in USB output, I would suggest that you just bypass the Focusrite Scarlett and just use that. I'm a big fan of just simple setups, so if you have the ability to go straight to your computer from your audio mixer, just do that. It's less cable, less things on your desk, way easier to manage, less points of failure, all that type of thing, and it can keep you focused on what you're trying to do, which is create or mix or whatever you're trying to do. But if you want to use your mixer that doesn't have a USB output and connect it to your Focusrite, this video is going to show you how. Now, if you want pricing or links for anything that we mentioned in this video, we do have links in the description below with current pricing and where to buy anything that you see here, so please check that out as well. Now, for this video, we're going to use the Audio-Technica AT2020 condenser microphone. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this to the audio mixer. The audio interface is already connected to our computer, and the audio mixer is already powered up. So I'm going to turn off phantom power. Everything else looks like it's reset on the audio mixer. So I'm going to plug the XLR cable into the microphone, reset a couple more things that I missed, and plug the XLR cable into the audio mixer. Now, this is a condenser microphone, so we do want to turn on phantom power for it to work. Then we're going to turn up the main stereo output on the audio mixer to this triangle. On some audio mixers, there's a U or a 0. It all means the same thing. It's turning it up to 0 or unity. Then we're going to do the same thing for this microphone channel that we're using. Turn it up to the triangle or 0 or unity. And then we're going to increase the gain. When we increase the gain here, we're going to watch the meter, and we want to keep turning it up until we get to 0. So we're right about there. Just bouncing off 0 is absolutely perfect. And like I said, if we're just using one microphone, I would just plug this straight into the Focusrite and go from there. But maybe there's something that I want to use on this mixer. Maybe I want to do a high pass filter and add a little bit of compression. And that's why I'm using the audio mixer for this purpose today. So the mixer is all set up. Everything I have is plugged into it. Now we can connect the audio mixer to the Focusrite. So let's take a quick look at the Focusrite first. When you look at the Focusrite 2i2, you'll see that it has the XLR combi jacks. So the XLR input is a mic level input. The 1/4 inch input can be instrument or line level input. Now, we want to connect a line level source, the audio mixer, to our audio interface, the Focusrite Scarlett. So by default, it is a line level input. If you want instrument level input, you just have to turn on instrument mode there, but we do want that off for the purposes of this video. So now what we're trying to do is we just need to take a 1/4 inch balanced output and connect that to the 1/4 inch balanced inputs of the Scarlett Focusrite 2i2. So what we have here is we have a 1/4 inch balanced cable. It has 2 rings on it. So it has the tip, the ring, the sleeve, 3 different sections. So that's a balanced cable. So we're going to connect that to the left output of the audio mixer. Now, if you are at a live event and you're using the XLR outputs for your main mix at the live event, you can also use this from an aux send, and then you can dial in a custom mix for your Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. But for this video, we're just going to use the main left and right outputs. I'm going to connect the balanced 1/4 inch cable to the left output and connect the other end to the input channel 1. We can see as we talk in the microphone, we're hitting 0 and we're getting that glowing green ring. We're going to leave the preamps turned all the way down. You do not need to turn them up when you use a line level input like this. Now, if you don't need a stereo input source at all, you're already done. Just one cable will do it. You get your mono source all the way through to your computer. If you want your second cable, so you do have a stereo input, then we can do that now as well. So again, we have another balanced TRS 1/4 inch cable. We're going to plug this into the right output of the audio mixer. And we're going to plug this into the second input on our Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Just like the first input, we don't need to turn the preamp up at all. We're just coming in line level. There's no need to attenuate that, so we're just going to leave that the way it is. And now we're set. If you look over at Logic here, I'm just going to reset the meter. You can see that we're coming in at about -9. If you're recording, I would suggest bringing it down a bit. I'm just going to come in somewhere between -18 and -12 is usually my goal. So I'm just adjusting the gain on my microphone input here. If you come in between -18 and -12, that does give you a good amount of headroom, so you are protected against peaking or something like that. So this is what it sounds like when you connect an Audio-Technica AT2020 condenser microphone to the audio mixer, and connect your audio mixer to the Focusrite Scarlett, and connect the Focusrite Scarlett to your computer for recording or live streaming. If you have a question about anything that we've said in this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.